Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's check out this team. We're going to be running the Claydol paired with the Golisopod and the Talonflame in the back. They swap out into their Feraligatr, and we're going to match them with our Golisopod. Oh, we have a Crunch Feraligatr, so that's going to be a little bit interesting. We did avoid the debuff, and we're just going to go for this X-Scissor right before we get KO'd. They come back in here with their Skeledirge, and we fire off the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail does grab a shield, and now we have to use this Claydol efficiently. We're going to get one extra fast attack and fire off this Rock Tomb, so now their attacks are regular because Tortoise Song buffs their attack. Here comes the Shadow Ball, and we're just looking for the Talonflame one shield win. Looks like our opponent here is going to be able to reach a move. We shield here, and we got to hope this Brave Bird is going to KO, and it does. And now we're going to be able to reach another move with our Talon for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the one shield Talonflame at the end. Luckily, we are running the Brave Bird version. Not sure if that would have been a win if we had Flame Charge and Fly. It would have been close. All right, next we got the Claydol versus the Drapion. They switch out immediately, and they revealed the Lapras. So we decided to catch a move. This Sparkling Aria does resisted damage. We're going to have to fire off probably two X-Scissors. Here goes the first one. Doesn't quite KO, and we have to let this Golisopod stay alive so that we can even get to these X-Scissors. So we decided to one shield and farm a little bit extra. And now we know the rest of their team. So they still have Drapion and Jumpluff. We're going to fire off this X-Scissor to deal some good and neutral damage. So as of right now, we just have great alignment. We don't want to switch out just yet. We revealed Talonflame. Let's see, this is Acrobatics. It does roughly 50%. And they get to another move here, so we're just going to let this go. Ends up only being the Aerial Ace, and now we have the matchup we need. So Claydol running the Rock Tomb is going to debuff this Drapion, so that means that we don't have to show this. And it looks like we do avoid the debuff. So we can shield here and look for a farm down if we can. Perfect. So we get the farm down, and now this is GG's because now their jump up is going to be permanently debuffed. They have to shield, and we're going to be able to get to another Rock Tomb for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to get good alignment, but at the end right there, we had to make sure we throw good timing, and also making sure we use that shield correctly. All right, let's see what we find next. We got the Claydol versus the Dunsparce. Favorable for us because we are resisting their rollouts. These drones do minimal damage, you can see right there. We're just going to go for a Scorching Sand, and it looks like we are going to look to try to farm this down after this move, maybe. And it looks like we do get that farm down, thankfully, and they reveal the Azu in the back. So if we swap out immediately, they're still staying in, interesting enough. They've revealed Azu in the back paired with the Dunsparce. What do we think is in the back at this point? Play Rough is used. We can tank one. We're going to go for this Aqua Jet to just chip away at this thing. We get to another Aqua Jet. This is going to get it into the red at least. And whatever they have, they do not want to see this Golisopod. Ice Beam is enough to take us out, but we still have two shields. We're going to look for the energy advantage, and yeah, that is just GG's to our opponent. That Alolan Sandslash has no chance against our Talonflame. Interesting team. ABA weak to fighters. So basically, their safe swap was their only counter to the fighting weaknesses. Okay, so we have an interesting team here. The Golisopod is the safe swap for us, but the weird core that we have is the Claydol and the Talonflame. Gotta watch out for water types, obviously, but so far we've been doing okay. Looks like the Wiggly is going to match up against our Golisopod. Wiggly is resisting our fast move Shadow Claw damage, so we are probably going to get taken out here. Yep. And now we have a decision. Do we go into the Talon to resist the charms, or do we go into the Clay to force them to use energy here and then go into the Talon? So this way we do get the farm down. We have huge energy advantage. We see a Gastrodon come in. So Gastrodon is going to be an interesting matchup because they are going to be spamming a bunch of body slams. However, we are boosting our incinerates. So we're just going to double shield here and put all of our Marbles into this Talonflame. Brave Bird is enough to take them out. We're going to go for this Flame Charge bait here. We do grab that shield and we're trying to reach a move, but our opponent does get to this Icy Wind. Do we survive? Okay, we definitely don't survive the Shadow Ball. So GG's to our opponent. Tough backline for us to kind of wiggle out of. The Gastrodon, maybe we could have just flame charged our way through that matchup. Otherwise, I don't know. Okay, we got a decent lead here because we do have these rock tunes. We try to catch the move, but we were aware of the situation. We're going to go into the Golisopod versus this Marowak. This Marowak is not Shadow, so we were thinking about tanking this Rock Slide, and that's exactly the reason. So it looks like we had to use a shield anyways. And we're going to have a ton of energy to throw back at this Talonflame if it decides to come back in. We're going to fire off this Aqua Jet. It's going to get the shield or a lot of damage. And luckily for us, we do get to another move. This is going to be brutal for our opponent. Down goes the Talonflame with some energy. And GG's to our opponent. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.